Hi amigo, if you're here, that means that you are interested in a new game, Conscript. This game has a lot of flaws, some understandable and any other completely buffing that make it difficult to recommend. The following is the itemized list of some of the flaws. First of all, the combat is clunky, clumsy and frustrating. This is due to following reasons. The first one, you can move and shoot, reload, it in its own, this is so not bad. Second one, you cannot cancel out of reload. If you push R, you are stuck in the place doing the animation until either it finish or someone hits you in the face with a club. I may be wrong about let me know if there is way to cancel the reload animation. And the third one, the weapons are effectively pea shooters, at least that one. Once you start with, expect regular unarmored humans to take 4 rifle shots, 8 machine gun shots, 6 pistol shots. All of these reasons result in a combat that just looks and feels sort of goofy. You will run circles around the enemies trying to avoid getting hit and making distance, until you have made enough distance to either aim and shoot or reload. Some weapons take a long time to reload, so you will have to run and make a lot of distance. Either you will do this or just enter an area, shoot an enemy, leave the area and repeat until the enemies are dead. Their health appears to persist when you enter and leave an area, and they do not follow you when you leave an area, so this is valid strategy. Secondly, the overall game map level design, combine it with the limited inventory, combine it with the pathetically slow sprint, limited sprint bar, results in gameplay that has a lot of tedious backtracking. The very good thing about the level design is the Resident Evil games, especially those for limited inventory, is that the item boxes are never really that far away. Here they really do feel more spread out, and there are far more items you need to carry in your inventory. It feels than your typically Resident Evil game. Although some areas are just kind of difficult to navigate, particularly the wooded areas of the third chapter, which has some water paths you can walk through and use some you can't. Third is the rats. There is really no excuse for how the rats are implemented at this point. When you kill a German and leave the area, eventually when you return to the civil area, their body will be chewed upon the flesh-eating rats who will chase you down mercilessly as soon as you get in range and aggro them. They will never attack the German soldiers. For some reason, Germans and rats are best good friends. Either they or just both hate the French enough to work together. So if you aggro them in area, the with German soldiers will heroically work at the team. Although if they bite you, there is chance they will poison you, which requires a medikit to heal. A medkit being a very rare valuable item, and then you have a limited supply of. So the only way to deal with rats is to constantly bring around the lighter and fuel to burn bodies, but this means you will have less inventory space and will have to do a more tedious backtracking, which will make the game less fun. So this game is asking you to juggle the tedium of having backtrack constantly with the extreme annoyance of flashing 18 rats. You can kill them, but the melee attacks against the rats for some reason the junkiest of them all, with your switching of the air above them half the time, and they often come in groups 3-4, meaning you will get beat and lose health dealing with them. Rats are especially annoying in the dark areas or tight corridors, as you may turn a corner and suddenly get attacked by rats that you couldn't see or were they obstructed by the level of geometry. I think the rats could be fixed, make them easier to deal with or just less absurdly strong, but honestly if they were removed from the game it would be better for it. And lastly, and there are just some neat trips. First, enemies can attack you while obscured by the level of geometry. This should be never ever to be able to happen, ever period. I should never ever be shot by an enemy that my character would be able to see, but that I was a player cannot to see because they are obscured by overhang. That makes no sense. An easy fix would be make this outline visible or make the overhand obstruction blocking them disappear as soon as they enters the character's field of view. The second, enemies can walk through level geometries such as fences and grates that as your player cannot. I don't know if it's glitch or intent, but I cannot be annoying because it makes it impossible to close in on the enemy for steal skill when they can phase through a solid object and you can't. And the third one, the story is extremely basic bare bones. You are a soldier in World War I who is looking for your brother who is also a soldier, that's it. You know the entry of the plot. As for positives, I do love the art even sometimes of the obstacle blend when the backgrounds and make it difficult to navigate. The atmosphere is great, sounds, music, the sounds of planes and distant gunfire, a lot of the war-torn environments. It feels like WW1, but a horror game at the same time. I appreciate the Resident Evil influences. They are obvious, but I don't care. The more games set the Resident Evil like better the IMO. It does have a solid progression as introduced to better weapons and equipment as well as stronger enemies as a solid place. Having a new game plus mod is a huge positive. The bottom line, I do like this game, and if you are not bothering the review for it, but you probably like it too, but it's hard for the recommend it to someone who almost immediately sold World 1 survival horror Resident Evil clone. Thanks for watching me and bye.